Hey guys, welcome back. I'm the Chill Guy. We're continuing where we left off from the last time. We was able to get our power regulator, so now we're gonna go and start our ship. We have our crew member Parvati, and she's somewhere in the ship, so we're gonna need her eventually to take care of the ship.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise.
No problem either.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I have a power
Do
regulator.
you know how to install a power regulator?
I do. There we go. Engineering 20. Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Outstanding, Captain. Your aptitude for engineering will prove invaluable in the event of another catastrophic engine failure. Our engine room is located behind you, across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
This is pretty exciting, guys. I think it's cool how you could make decisions and it changes the effect of the game, like the storyline of the game. Because, like most games, when you do that, the change in effect doesn't really be that drastic. It kind of end up comes down to the same point. That's just how I feel about it. Then I played another game called Outward, where you could pick factions who you could decide, but then the difference isn't that much. So I've installed a power regulator.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Let's get out of here. Look at that, eh? That's our ship. That's our ship, guys. We're taking off. A little bit slower, it could be faster. But it's ours nonetheless, and we're gonna get to our destination safely.
We have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Good, I've been waiting to hear from him.
Ah, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
Get to the point, Phineas. That's a good one. Get to the point, Phineas.
What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony.
How does it matter to us, though?
Lack of supplies, and basic
necessities. Does it matter? It does then, fine.
The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar
Sounds
Bay.
good. So let's see now. Fine, I'll go have a word with Gladys. Let's just do it.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the holographic shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful for you.
We need
You'll
the
find it
holographic
in
shroud.
the captain's quarters.
I'll put it to good use, thanks.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power, but it's a lie. The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
So let's get the shroud first. So we're gonna get the shroud first, then we're gonna select our destination. So where's the shroud? I think this is the navigation terminal here. So where is the shroud? One there. So the holographic shroud projects a disguise on you and your companions that gives you access to restricted areas, provided that you have the correct ID cartridge for that area. Holographic shroud projects a disguise on you and your companions that gives you access to restricted areas, provided you have the correct ID cartridge for that area. So this can be useful for us. So now I just beat the Gladys on the Groundbreaker. So guys, now we have to like transfer out to the next place. Welcome to the system map. Here you can see all the planets in the system as well as some special planets, points of interest that you may have discovered. You can fly your ship to any location that you have unlocked. There's some landing basic areas, special codes and keys before they allow you to land. So we're supposed to go here. This is where we're off to next. And where are we now? Does it say we're here? There's a little ship thing here. So let's go to Groundbreaker. And this map is actually pretty cool. Like, look at all the different things we have to travel to. So I could see that this is going to be a nice, interesting campaign that we're going to be enjoying. Not enduring, but enjoying.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Quick.
Can we talk?
What you want to talk about, man?
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Okay. So sure, we could have the engineer now. Let's do that.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Wait time's over. Okay, let's go. So where's my girl? She's here.
Captain. Hey, Captain.
That's not the point. This hack would just knock out one of my workers.
Did they say where Gladys was though?
Customs and inspection, right this way.
Okay, let's see what he's saying.
Identification, please.
So, President Hawthorne's ID, here you go.
Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm
An
about
apology
to ruin your
accepted.
day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But
What?
we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
So how do I get it resolved?
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. Can't miss it. Access
see
to that
any membership
information
is
is above
founded.
my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
So great. I'll go talk to him and straighten this out.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Let's see what he
Wanda
wants.
Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Let's see, no
Of course.
promises.
What am I to you but the guy who's got his eye on your ship? Is there anything else I can help you with?
We're looking for someone named Gladys.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
Okay,
Be seeing you.
let's go. So we have different spots.
I picked up this. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
Purple Berry Crunch, Triple Flakes, and Purple Berry flavored Power Nuggets. Now with 12% more crunch.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
So let's see Gladys.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient, or an oven. Just like store-bought.
So let's see. So let me see what you got for sale. Please treat.
I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something I toss together. Like to keep my hands busy.
So your merchant skill is equal to the value of your best dialogue and is used to negotiate prices when buying and selling from vendors. Let's see what we need. Speed, grip, mag pick. Okay, weapon parts. Let's see what we could sell, because we got a lot of stuff. This is worth how much? Sell for 7. So let's sell this because we don't use this. We have a lot of sabers.
If you're here for this week's magazine club meeting, you're a touch late.
Okay, Phineas sent me here. He said you could sell me a nav key to Stellar Bay.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
That's a lot. We know 10,000 bits. So let's see if we could do.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
No qualms here. Let's hear the details.
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
So say, why was Roseway abandoned?
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
Say no more, Ahmed.
You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
Abandoned outpost corporate secrets, got it.
Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
Let's see. Thanks for your time.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me. Here, take a candy with you.
Okay. So you've leveled up. Let's upgrade some stuff here. Let's upgrade. Let's just do 5 here. Let's just increase our engineering up to 20. So we have a perk available. 50 kilogram carrying capacity increase. Let's look for Dr. Wanda in the sick bay.
And other travelers that pass.
I know she's in there. You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't.
I am not making a scene.
So we met Dr. Wanda
Can't
Dawson.
say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service.
What's going on?
I'm expecting our delivery fellow to stop through with medical supplies and service auto mechanicals. Name's Captain Irion. A brave idiot with a penchant for getting himself delayed. Sometimes by dates, usually by bandits.
What do you need mechanicals
Surgery
for?
mostly. Medical personnel are difficult to come by on Groundbreaker. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Now we have to do the distress single. No, companion quest, drinking sapphire wine. So let's pick a very good fire, huh?
Are those XF411s? And an old Yakita 37?
Junlei Tennyson.
I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors.
I'm captain of the Unreliable, though my ship's a bit grounded at the moment.
I heard we had someone in impound. Wish I could help. I gave the bureaucrats a motive authority over freight traffic, and it rankles them good when I challenge it. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
I'll do whatever I can to help you keep the
Good.
peace.
Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
Once I get out of impound, I'm bound for Monarch.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
Parvati, you want to talk to Junlei? Go ahead.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Don't need to be so formal, Parvati.
Force of habit, I guess. Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Let's nudge Parvati to
Wow,
continue.
great! I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Nice job, Parvati.
Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now,
Gotta
if
be
there's
supportive,
nothing
you know?
else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention.
We'll be on our way. So just going to run back for the complete part of the
Go
main
back to
quest.
Byzantium, you gold-plated bastard.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Why'd you impound my ship?
I impounded Alex's ship, not yours. Well, I guess it's yours now if you're captaining it. It's a game we play, he and I. I ask him to turn in Phineas Wells, he tells me he will soon. I impound his ship, he explains why he can't give me the info right now. I ask him to turn in Wells. Around and around we go.
Thrilling. Anyway, about my ship.
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Alex never mentioned Phineas Wells.
That's... well, that's just terrible news. Lol, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
Nah. We're leaving. So we need to go back to our ship now.
What the hell's going on?
So we can listen to the distress signal plus speak to Parvati, our crew member.
Hey, you got a second?
Let's see who this guy is.
Hey, we don't know each other yet, but I'm Felix Millstone. I was in the middle of a little discussion with the local authorities when you passed me by. I noticed your ship in port. Got to thinking you might be looking for some crew, so I wandered by, just to take a closer look. Gotta hand it to you, boss. That's a fine-looking ship. Only thing it's missing is me.
What do you have to offer? You're pretty eager to throw on somebody you barely know.
Yes, I absolutely am. Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. I could be the best damn crew you ever hired.
If you're trying to convince me to hire you, you're going about it all wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, can you give me a couple of pointers?
I'm looking for loyal bootlickers. Flatter me like your life depends on it.
Good one, boss. Imagine me fawning all over you like some oily corporate parasite hoping for a raise. You got a real subtle sense of humor. I like that. And if you're willing to take me on board, I got a feeling we'll get along just fine.
So what do you think, guys? Should we take him? Should we not? Let's take him. Perfect, you're hired.
Wow. You don't know how long I've been waiting to hear that. Thanks, boss. You're not going to regret this.
You got a crew now, Felix.
Let's go back inside. Let's speak to Parvati and see what she
Hey,
talked to her about.
Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick?
Sure.
So, Junlei and I have been talking some. Through messages. I got him here on my data pad, and well, she sent me a poem. One she wrote her own self, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet.
How bad can it be?
She rhymed compression alternator with aches to meet her. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by and lays one hand on it. And the trouble goes away. It sings. I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady? It's a real romantic poem. Made my chest hurt, kinda.
So yeah, so it sounds like she likes you.
I don't know where it's leading yet, or if I'm misinterpreting. I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastways not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold.
Let's just try to be nice. You're about the warmest person I've ever met. To hell with them.
Thanks, Captain. That makes me feel a touch better. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open it. But I'm gonna change that. Right now. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking... Isabel? Who's Isabel?
Wow, that went downhill fast. You're looking a little rough.
They were... close, Captain. Like, more than friends close.
Perception. They were close, not anymore.
I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope?
Wouldn't it be so easy to talk to her about this Isabel person?
Maybe for you. I start thinking about all the things she could say and my guts start crawling up my throat. I'm full serious. Next time we're on the Groundbreaker, I aim to get a drink. If I got to, I'll do it on my lonesome. But I'd feel better if someone I trusted was there.
Yeah, let's go for a drink with her later. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I think we'll end it right here. And in the next video, we'll look at the distress signal and visit the Roseway. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next one. See you there.